Hello everybody, it's Paul back with you once again from the studio of Keyboard World, and we're here with yet another little insight video into this latest Korg Pa5 operating system 1.4.0. This little video is a bit of a closer look at some of the file management features that have been updated in this latest version. I'm in my keyboard set pages, and if you are anything like me, I start very organized, and then the more that I add, I get a little bit more disorganized, and I end up with things sometimes in not the best of places. So here I've only got one sound on page 2, but you imagine you've got 4 pages and you've got a sound on page 1 and you regularly use a sound that's on page 4. You've got to change the page and then you've got to press it again. This is your chance now to organize all of these banks exactly as you would want them. And my theory, rightly or wrongly, is that I will put my most used sounds at the top and work down to my lesser used sounds. So for example, lush strings, I use that quite a lot. All you do to be able to move it is press and hold it so it goes orange. Now you can actually move it using the data wheel, or the other alternative is while it's orange, press the position you'd like it to jump to. And there we go, lush strings has now gone there. Make sure you now press exit, otherwise the next one you touch, it will move lush strings there. So just exit to lock that in. I'm then going to say that my next favourite one is the James Last Strings and Choir. So we'll press and hold it, and I tap that into position 2. And what it does, it swaps the sounds over. It literally swaps positions. Whereas if you use the wheel, it just slots it into that place. So I'm now going to say octave strings with horns. I want in position 3. I think you're getting the idea of how we do this. If I want this one from page 2, not on page 2, let's just press it, go back to page 1, and I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm going to have that there this time. I did that wrong, didn't I? So there we go. And there we go. And we've popped that there. Always remember to press exit, because the next one you press, it'll jump the sound to there as well. So please just remember that. So you can use the up and down arrows, you can use the data wheel, or you can literally just point where you want it. The next thing you can do, and this isn't just cosmetic, it's so that you can see at a glance what type of sound you've got, is if we go back to lush strings and I press again, I can now set an icon for this. So it would make sense to go into my strings. So we've got string ensemble. Perfect. There we go. Strings and choir. Let's have a look what we can do for this one. And again, I'm going to go through to strings. No, I'll probably use the string ensemble one again. Okay, so you can put different icons in there. Again, always remember to exit to lock it in at the end, and that allows you to organize things. If, for example, I went into my piano section here and I wanted to choose an icon for this piano and pad, when you go through to piano, you will see there's lots of different piano ones, and there is actually one called piano pad. So we've got a brand new icon there. There is piano with layer, and there's just piano, different icons. So this is a great way of sorting that out. Now, the other thing that many people find difficult is moving these keyboard sets around. Well, Korg have made that a much easier task for us now. So, for example, I'm looking at this style, Ethereal Orchestra, and I've got cello in position 1. It's a very nice cello sound, but just for the benefit of this video, let's assume I don't want that cello there. So now I come to the 3-line menu up in the top right-hand corner, and I go to copy, stroke, swap, keyboard set. Where do I want the source to be? Well, I'm going to go into, let's go Angel Voice, exit. Now I can see all 4 keyboard sets that are there, and I'm actually going to start with the trumpet. Where am I going to copy it to? My ethereal orchestra in position 1, where the cello is. So I'm taking the trumpet from Angel Voice and putting it in ethereal orchestra instead of the cello when we go OK. Now initially you're thinking, this hasn't changed, I've still got cello there, and if I press it, yeah, I've still got cello. But if I reload that style, there we go, we've now got that lovely echo trumpet sound. In position 2, I've got horns and strings, and in position 4 I've got Mantovani strings. What if I wanted to swap those 2 round? Well, this is where the swap tab comes in. So select a resource. So we're talking about ethereal orchestra. And I want to swap Mantovani strings with horns and strings. So we say OK. Again, look, on the surface of it, it hasn't changed. But if I reload that style, we've now got Mantovani strings, sorry about that, Mantovani strings in 2, horns and strings in 4. So we can copy any keyboard set from any other style into the style we're working on, and then we can change the order of these very, very quickly. I think these are some great file management features, and I'm sure many of you, like me, will make great use of them. I'll see you on the next little video. Bye for now.